welcome to episode 19 of the Webcomic Beacon Presents First Issue.
Hi, Marcus.
I'm Melissa.
And I'm Fes. We have Resurrection Man #1 from DC Comics.
Yeah.
Or, run! It's Jesus! He's gonna kill us!
It's
Or
Jesus in the rain.
Gee, I wonder what this guy's power is.
Well, he's kind of like a kid who's playing a video game who sucks at it. Because every time he dies, he gets a new power that's supposed to help him not die next time.
Well, I guess that is also it, but here's the thing. You open the page one, and...
He's already...
Okay, I'm thinking, okay, I already have Resurrection Man in my head.
Yep.
I'm looking at page one.
Naked!
It's Paul McGann's regeneration. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's...
That's the...
It's Doctor Who without the snappy outfit.
Or the change in design. He just looks like Magneto being Doctor Who.
Apparently, well, okay, so there's this guy dead on the table, the doctors leave, and he Resurrection Man
has the
resurrects, I guess.
Yeah.
And DNA strands fly into his body, and he screams, science is happening. I don't
Or
know.
magic. I really don't know, to be honest.
But there's DNA. You wouldn't use DNA for magic.
Maybe it's DNA magic.
Maybe he's stealing DNA from other people using magic.
Anyway, so we have him basically doing the... I'm naked, I'm in a hospital, I gotta get some clothes and some money.
So I'm gonna steal it from
You know,
Wolverine.
the typical stuff.
The basics.
And he discovers that he has magnetic powers. And yes, he has to say that he has a magnetic personality.
Yep. Well, the thing is, he looks just like Magneto anyway, so you may as well make that his first power for this #1.
Sigh. Alright, so we have some punk rocker kid from the 90s listening to maybe Green Day on his...
That was just odd. I'm like, is this supposed to be happening concurrently? Or is this supposed to be like 1993 fucking listening to Come As You Are and shit?
It's like, okay, this guy's going to be going on the plane, this
He'll
guy's
be-
going on the plane. It's basically, well, there's a decent setup here.
Yeah, it is.
This guy's got to get on a plane. He doesn't know why, but he's got to get on this plane.
Yeah.
And so we get a little bit of introduction to some of the people that are going to be on the plane.
Yeah.
And then this weird, freaky chick with her boobs coming out of
Lady
her
Gaga.
clothes.
Yes, Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Well, he does kind of, yeah, she's hot in a Gaga sort of way.
Which is another thing where I was like, oh my god, that's going to be great. It's kind of like someone saying, oh my god, that chick is really hot in a Lennon Sisters sort of way. It's just like, what? It's going to be dated really fast, asshole.
Why
But
is her
whatever.
necklace all the way down there?
Because they want you to see your chitties.
Oh, that's a...
Her chitty chitty bang bangs.
That's a...
I guess that is her necklace all the way down there.
And so is her neckline, to be honest with you. She's not wearing a bra either.
Yeah,
Of course not.
No one in DC
she's
wears
just
bras.
wearing a coat. She's wearing like a business coat without like an undershirt or bra or anything.
And a gigantic pearl necklace. It's a
So anyway,
Freudian thing.
we got this girl character coming on.
It's supposed to be deep.
She's kind of weirdly saying all these things about all these different people, about what's wrong with them, why they're here, etc. And he's kind of getting a little bit suspicious of this person. As right he should, because she transforms to
Lady Gaga.
something.
Lady Gaga again, with 4 arms, but that's 2 less than Lady Gaga really
Oh
has
wait,
in
are
real
those
life.
steel-plated nipples?
Yes.
Of course they are.
Oh, she has armor that... okay, she has armor kind of coming up, spiraling up just to cover the nipples.
Yes.
That is some fantastically
It's supposed
weird...
to... The thing is, the design is supposed to be very Vertigo, once again, where it's
You know-
like... Bare breasts would be appropriate here because it's really classical, like the Greek gods and shit like that, you know, where everybody was naked back in the day. But
I'm
then it's
just
like,
wondering about the practicality of that. If that creature has to run, it's going to bounce right out, and then those things are just going to be poking.
But it's supernatural, man. You don't understand.
Yeah.
You're trying to put your human logic on the divine.
And demon nipples?
I thought she was an angel.
We don't know it's a demon. It's kind of...
She seems to be implied
She
to be an
seems
angel.
to be an angel of death, if anything.
It's
She
Shinigami.
seems to be kind of like a reaper, almost.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
That's what people call
But basically, shit's going down,
they
plane's
all
going
die.
down.
When she sings, she ends their lives.
No, she doesn't.
No, that's a song.
Okay.
Forget about it.
I know she's not singing that. I was just... Never mind, moving on. So anyway, Resurrection Man's trying to put a stop to her basically bringing the plane down. He's trying to save them, and she's asking, why are you trying to save them? You know, and going on about your soul is overdue, and...
The main problem he seems to have is that he thinks that payback makes him a noble man. And instead he's a goddamn Philistine. And he ends up getting killed.
Well, he tried to, you know, he's still, like, you know, he's still cooking. He's trying to figure out what he's there to do. What he knew he was supposed to get on the plane, but he doesn't really know what the hell he's doing, really. Except that, well, I like that his natural instinct is to try to defend people. You know? I don't mark him against that.
He is Magneto, and she is nothing.
Apparently she gets zapped by...
Magic, lightning,
it's like,
electro...
What are you doing? A magnetic field? Gazap! Because that's how magnetic fields work?
Oh, there's electromagnetism. They're kind of... Well, they're a lot more...
It's a magnetic field. Well, it's also a lightning storm, so maybe lightning attracts
I'm guessing he just retracted it. It's not very well...
Is that what... Magnet attracts the lightning?
It's not very well.
What's the science?
Come on, you're the only person here who's qualified to answer these questions. Ask us.
Yes, biology major.
Basically, ion distribution, the difference between the positive and negative charge between the ground and the cloud, or whatever the lightning is striking, that's what causes the lightning. It's basically the electrical potential is correcting itself.
Gotcha.
To zero. So there's electromagnetism in work there, because when you're talking about magnetism, it's also a distribution of ions.
Yeah, there's no way to really separate those.
So is this possible?
Kind.
Well, are you talking from the point of whether demon ladies show up on airplanes? Probably not.
No, I mean like using a magnetic wave to electrocute somebody in an electrical storm.
Maybe he just charged up her metal outfit. Assuming it's a metal that we can understand of any type. Or maybe it was just pure luck. Maybe she just got struck by lightning because she's wearing a giant metal, mask thing,
although technically, I think if she were struck by lightning in midair, nothing would happen because she's not
Yeah, she's not grounded. Yeah, that's true. Well, shut up!
Pay no attention!
Magneto!
Basically, he dies and then he regenerates again on the ground.
Yep.
And
full regeneration, which is kind of also the fire of the plane, which went down anyway.
Yeah. So anyway, we get he regenerates. He's alive again, and then he finds out he has a new power, and I guess he turns into tears
or water. I don't know.
Some sort of water. He melts away. Then we got people are looking for him. Things are looking for him, and we get even more verification that up and down. Are
Heaven
looking
and hell
for
want him dead because he keeps coming back to life.
You bastard! We want your soul.
And they're probably just annoyed because he's living proof that somebody can just kind of fuck the system over.
So
we can't have that.
This is the Final Destination movies.
Yeah, and with super people, as far as heaven and hell wanting this person who should have died dead.
Yeah,
I can see that, but this would be far more interesting than what they.
We actually didn't talk about the cover yet.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Other than, I mean, obviously he's doing what his name is. Mm-hmm. I think it's an all right cover.
It's Joseph from 1998, man.
It's like it's maybe the title could pop a little bit better, but
it's not like it drops into the background.
Not too terribly. Nah. It's not too terribly. It's not bad. Mm-hmm. It probably could use a little bit more, but it's decent for what it is, and I think it would stand out. On a shelf against all the other bright stuff. The colors are not too muted. They stand out enough to show you this guy is coming out of the dirt.
Yeah, and you understand that he's probably coming out of a grave.
Well, the gravestone right there.
Probably just resurrected.
And I'm kind of digging the logo design.
Very horror. I like that.
Well, it's all a little old school too.
Yeah, it's old school, and I've got the little inclusion of the hand.
Yeah, I like the hand on the A. That's really nice.
That is a nice little logo design.
What?
The overall. Does this comic, number one, succeed or fail?
I'd say it succeeds. It gives you what you need to know about the character, and it gives you a good launching point. So, I wasn't terribly intrigued by what was going on, but I think all the elements are there, and if that's what turns your crank, you'd be given a very good introduction into the storyline.
Absolutely, and I'd say it succeeds as well. It's definitely not the kind of book that I would personally read too much, because I'm, not really into the whole heaven, hell, demons, angels thing. To me, I just found killing them to be an exercise in futility. But It was rather good. Like, if that's your deal, if you like to shop at Hot Topic, you will fucking love Resurrection Man. Just pick it up right now and see what you think, because you will know whether or not you like it once you've read it.
Yeah.
And it does what it should do as a number one. Succeeds.
What did you say?
I said succeed.
Okay.
Yeah. Why are you asking? Like
I forgot if I asked you. We've been recording like 9 in a row
you
here.
haven't given one.
Yeah.
Okay, so what it does, I think it does well. It sets up the environment. It sets the stage. It doesn't set the character up too much to really get a whole lot of information from him. So I guess a new reader is going to be kind of like on his same wavelength, except he's still he's not sharing with the class enough about himself, I don't think. But also he only has himself to talk to.
Yeah.
And I have read other comics in the next 10 next 11 actually we're going to review. The next one of those
group.
next ones coming. There's one in there that I really liked, and I think it did a lot better of expositing the main expositing.
Expositing,
Yeah, I think another particular comic we'll get to. DC Comics presents Dead Man. I think did a lot better job for kind of similar-ish sort of.
Oh Christ! I just realized they had Dead Man and a Resurrection Man in the same line.
No, but I'm just saying it's like I think that one did a little bit better about explaining the character. It doesn't really explain the character that well in here.
If there's not a fight between those two by the end of the second year, I'm gonna kick someone's ass.
But I think
that would be a great story.
Dead Man versus Resurrection.
Can you imagine how angry Dead Man is? Because he's like, I've been dead this long and you haven't died yet? We've killed you 1,000,000 times. Keep coming back.
We'll get to Dead Man in the next batch. But I have to give Resurrection Man a meh, because it doesn't tell me enough about the character. It sets the stage really well, but not the character itself. If somebody else had Resurrection Man number 2, I would look at it, but I'm not compelled enough to keep going.
Okay.
So that is Resurrection Man number 1 from DC Comics.